Hello, good morning and welcome to UCISA-IG16. My name is Dave Thornley. I'm currently the chair of the infrastructure group, and it gives me great pleasure to welcome you to this conference now in this fantastic venue. We took your feedback from last year on board about how hard it was to get to the Oxford Belfry, and so this year we've aimed for someone which is practically inside the railway station. Hopefully that makes everyone's journeys a bit easier here and there. We've got a great programme for you. We've put a lot of work into finding good speakers who we think are going to entertain and inform you, help you find your way through the common problems that we all face in the sector. We've got a real highlight for everyone later on, something called Infrastructure Question Time, IQT, which is our audience participation number and an opportunity for you to ask any questions that you pick up in the morning to a panel of experts that we've carefully assembled, run by Adrian Ellison, who I'm sure you'll get to see more of later. We've got an excellent exhibition of the sponsors. The sponsors are what make events like this possible, so please do spend some time with them. I'm sure they'll promise not to fill your mailbox and your phone line with marketing following the event if you ask them nicely. On the exhibition, on your tables you should find one of these. If you get every box in it signed by an exhibitor, we'll enter you in a prize draw at the end of tomorrow for a mystery prize which might make up for your needing to upgrade your spam filters at the end of the conference. The other thing I'd mention, just while I've got the opportunity, the committee that organises these, we're all volunteers. This is something we do on top of our day job, and we are always keen to have people to help. So if you're interested in getting involved in UCISA in the infrastructure group, please come and talk to one of the committee. We'd really like to hear from you. And so, without any further ado, it gives me a lot of pleasure to welcome Dave Telford, the Director of IT Services at Edinburgh Napier and the Chair of UCISA, to kick the whole thing off officially. Thank you.
Thanks, David. Well, good morning, everybody. As David kindly said, I'm David Telford. I'm the Director of Information Services at Edinburgh Napier University. I'm also Chair of the UCISA Executive, and I'm very pleased to welcome you all here today to IG Conference here at the Queen's Hotel in Leeds. As David said, it looks a great programme. I'm really looking forward to it. I hope you are too. I really only have two important jobs to do here. The first one is to welcome all of you and to let you know that I hope you enjoy the conference. I'm certainly looking forward to it. But the other one is to thank our sponsors and our exhibitors, without whom the IG conference wouldn't be able to happen. And so, firstly, I'd like to thank our primary sponsor, Softcat, with VMware, and highlight business showcases that will happen throughout the next couple of days from Brocade, XMA, Logicalis and Oracle. They'll be providing a number of showcases over the next couple of days, and I would really recommend that you attend them to learn of the good practice going on in the sector. I'd also like to thank our exhibitors, Alternative, Box.com, BT, Dell, Exponential E, LapSafe, Lenovo, Q Associates, Simpson Associates, Sonic Foundry, and of course our conference app sponsor, which is Ex Libris. Please, and this is a plea from me, take the time to visit the exhibition and learn about the products and services excuse me, that they are offering, and support us and them in making this a really good conference. You will see, I hope, in part from the programme, the critical and underpinning role that infrastructure plays in making not only IT and library successful. And I say IT and library because I'm a Director of Information Services, and so I've got IT and library. It's not uncommon in the sector now. But the critical role that infrastructure is playing in providing the platform for great services and how they contribute to the overall success of your particular institutions. There's very few occasions where I don't get asked to come up and speak and people don't say to me, could you mention something about Brexit? And I usually go, oh. Mainly because the rhetoric that's come out of the Leave and the Remain campaigns makes it very difficult to make a reasonable judgment on what the impact's going to be on universities and indeed on IT in general. We are already facing changing funding models. We are seeing high levels of overseas competition in emerging and local markets. It's nothing really to do with Brexit. For universities in particular, we'll have concerns over research funding and the collaboration we have had access to across Europe. Also, we have a number of EU employees. And then, of course, there's the thorny question of international students and the fear they will not come to the UK. And so this additional layer of complexity, in my view, only places greater demand on those who can directly impact the university's digital reach and underpin the agility universities will need in delivering new systems and services, and importantly, managing and securing their environment, often defined nowadays as wherever I happen to be working. As such, our continuing professionalism, our ability to innovate and contribute significantly to a theme that I think I kind of recently paraphrased from the UK's government's digital initiative, that delivers systems and services that are simple, clearer, faster and more secure. I should let you know that directors such as myself, who are working hard on aligning IT and library to the business goals of the university, will really lean heavily on infrastructure teams and their skills and their ability to deliver the necessary agility and innovation with even greater flexibility, because we need to accelerate how our institutions operate. No mean challenge for you, I think you'll agree. The questions I would suggest can be posed in some way answered over the next couple of days are exemplified in the conference title. Software defined, so what? So what? So what can it bring? What agility can it deliver? How can infrastructure teams bring new thinking to how its deployment advances the needs of your institution? And how can this be articulated to help me and others seek continued investment in infrastructure, as well as the skills and innovation that I believe you can continue to deliver? We therefore need to be clear and articulate well the role of infrastructure in the teams and ensure the complex and critical work you do is recognised for the pivotal role it plays in the operation and strategy of any institution. The programme over the next couple of days, though, is extensive and it's varied and is an indicator of the breadth of what infrastructure teams are involved with, and I very much hope you'll find it useful. And later, probably in the bar, we can discuss the pros and cons of all we have learned from these sessions, while partaking of a couple of soft drinks and then off to an early bed, because Friday will be busy. This morning I'd also like to take the opportunity to highlight the work of UCISA. UCISA is doing all it can to ensure that it develops and evolves to meet the needs of its membership. UCISA is 20 years old, or young, depending on your viewpoint. Its groups and committees are operated uniquely by volunteers. We're a membership organisation run by its membership for its membership. We've recently sent out thousands of emails to as many of our members and stakeholders as we could find, inviting contributions to shape the future of UCISA. You'll hear from Adrian on Friday to talk more about this. We've received considerable, and indeed a lot of it encouraging feedback, but we believe firmly that it's important UCISA represents our membership and seeks their contribution in helping shape UCISA as an organisation and ensure that it's the influencer, voice and supporter of those it represents. Please, I would like to encourage you to get involved. There are many opportunities to be involved. There are mailing lists, conference events like this one, toolkits, case studies, and a network of volunteers from across the sector who will happily engage and discuss and advise on many of the issues we face today. However you engage with UCISA, please remember it's your organisation and we're here to listen and share and help in any way we can. That's really all from me. I sincerely hope you enjoy the next couple of days and take the opportunity to relax and network as we learn and share with colleagues. The chance to speak to suppliers and colleagues is a great opportunity. It's clear the more you put in, the more you will get out. Please participate as much as you can. Getting out of the office for a bit should be fun as well as engaging. I'm going to leave you now. I'm going to hand you over to Scott McClellan from Gartner, and he's going to speak to you about understanding SDXN and navigating the hype. I hope you enjoy the rest of the conference. Thanks very much.